and I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass Bray.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
For all time's sake. As time goes by.
What up, awesome people? I'm gonna wait for some more people to join. Block. Hey guys, I'm live on Instagram. No, this is I'm gonna do this over because I all the way fucked up. But YouTube, y'all saw it. Hey y'all, I'm live on YouTube. Come get some. Hey y'all, I'm live on YouTube. Come get some. All right. We're gonna wait for more people to join. I mean, I might as well like go live on both of them, huh? Hey, what up? You missed my IG live. No, you don't. The shit that was going on over on IG live wasn't that dope, so I know you're lying to me. You can stop. I mean, I might as well. You might as well. If I'm finna go that route, and I might go that route, pause. We might as well make this real good. Make this real good. We might as well make this awesome. Why not? Boop, 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 boop. Bag it on up. Bag it on up. Bag it on up. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Let's see. How am I doing this? Ahem.
Well, I could do it that way. Let's see what happens. If I did it like that, it'd have to be like that there. All the way up. Like so. Okay, that works. I have to move my coffee though.
Yo.
Okay. I might want to elevate it just a tad. Okay, maybe. Oh shit, don't break it. I doubt it. I never used to go live on IG when I was making content that I loved and enjoyed. I only started going live on IG once my life was in danger, and feeling like I had to be live all the time. And the treatment that I was subjected to when I was on there was a bunch of bullshit. So if you're honestly saying you missed my IG lives, you were part of the bullshit 9 times out of 10. Now, let's get to... But if you truly miss my IG live like that, I just decided to go live on IG, so you can watch this over there if you want to. IG, we waiting on you. We gonna wait for a couple people to join and whatever. We gonna wait for some more people to join. I'm live on YouTube, but I thought, you know what? Fuck that. I can save this on my IGTV too. So y'all can come on. Y'all can come on. And we gonna let some people show up. We got like 50 people on YouTube already. Shout out to the people that's joining. Appreciate you. Thank you for your time and attention. We knocking this shit out today. People want to sit up here and harass me and stalk me. It's your man's birthday, but bitch, shut the fuck up. That's not my man. Number one. Number two, I don't care about that guy at all. I've continuously made the point that I don't fuck with him. I've continuously, repeatedly been like, no, get the fuck away from me. And people don't believe fat meat is greasy. That's fine. So this is my birthday gift. Stay the fuck away from me. I hope you go to prison video. Okay? Great. All right. Come on in. Come on in. And when I feel like I've gotten to a satisfactory level, I'll put the rest on Patreon. But at least the YouTube streams will make me money. If you notice, I'm not even putting my Cash App or none of that other bullshit on these lives. Because it ain't about that. And I'm kind of offended, low-key, that me doing that kind of signified that everything I do, I'm trying to cash out on and make money. I had to check a motherfucker in my DM 2 days ago, and, you know, he know who he is, and I'm not, you know, going to, you know, this ain't about trying to make, you know, out people and all that shit. But the point is, you know, there was, like, particular videos that he wanted from me, especially since I got a little OnlyFans page, right? Okay. And he was getting the videos as agreed, you know, he paid for them and all of that. But he keeps having like these undertones like, I'm going to take the money and run type of person. And that shit ain't even starting until all this 50 shit started. Because allegedly, I was in on something that I really was never really in on or a part of or ever profited from. But when you're dealing with a 2-time and double dealing liar, that's what happens. They literally tell you one thing and with a straight face go and tell other people who you have no access to because they don't know you like that and they don't know you. You're not one of their friends. You're not in their circle. You're not in their group. They don't know you. So they don't believe what the person that's in their circle and their group who has certain privileges. It's just like being in a gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Chicago. It's just like being in a gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Chicago. All right? When GDs do shit, they put shit on Larry. And niggas gotta respect it. Because you know the rules. You understand? I'm not a street bitch, but I know street shit. And this is bigger and deeper and far more richer and elite than street shit. So I'm going to say that. But the point is, because I don't want the point to get lost. When you're a part of something, fraternity, we can throw that in there, sorority. When you're a part of something and you're a member, you have more esteem, more credibility than an outsider. You get it? We can put any label on it because this ain't really to target nobody. I'm just being honest. That's not what this video is about. I'm going to save y'all some time, okay? For people that came here for that, this isn't that. So you can leave if that's what you came here for. That's not what this is, okay? Okay. Police, they have a code. They have a code. It's a thing. And other police will respect it. If you ain't in the code, if you ain't in the group, you're an outsider. So you're not privy to certain information. You're not going to catch certain handshakes and certain shits and certain things that has to happen. Okay? That's where Aarona comes in. Aarona ain't a part of nothing. And it ended up being by design that way. life just certain kind of happened, and I really wasn't a part of nothing. But that's how my life has been my entire life. It's just been that way. Like, I was cool in high school, but I wasn't a part of nothing. Like, I was on the soccer team. I was on, student council, Who's Who of America's students, almost all 4 years, National Honor Society. I was on the pom-pom team. I was a bitch at the solo, and, all that shit. I was on the yearbook squad. I was on the yearbook squad. Especially senior year and junior year. You wanted your motherfucking pictures from these events. You wanted to be featured. Like, it's like being in a magazine. It's like, you want your pictures from your event? We handle that. We putting who the fuck we fuck with in the yearbook. Yeah, I was one of them bitches. Yeah, so I say that to say I always moved to the beat of my own drum. I always was myself. I was always comfortable in my skin, even with having insecurities, because we all do. But I was always me. And I fucked with people who fucked with me. And when people didn't fuck with me, or if they acted like they fucked with me and I found out otherwise, done. Donezo. Period. And I just always moved with that energy. Okay? I was that way in college too. Got homecoming queen, was the poet on campus, all that shit. People know it, they remember it, all that shit. When I came to Hollywood in 2008, I was that way too. How I got introduced to a lot of people, I was, depending on who you talk to, the assistant of, the friend of, the girlfriend of, the jump off of, depending on who the fuck you talk to, those were some of the labels that were attributed to me in regards to that relationship. And I was in it for roughly about 10 years. Off and on and shit we were. But, I was related to that off and on for 10 years. And so some of the ways that, I was brought up in conversation or just simply regarded, oh, that's so-and-so girl, or whatever, was those titles, okay? And all of that happened before this 50 mess. And I'm going to go on record saying it right fucking now. I'm going to say it right now, on record, okay? My student happiness shit that I'm on is real. I'm a lifelong student. I love learning new shit. I'm going to educate myself about various things. I like learning the truth about shit. I'm born on the 8th of the month. People that study numerology, you already know what that's about. People on the 8th, if it ain't the truth, we don't really give a fuck. We want to know the truth. You can spare me all this other goofy shit. I want to know the truth. What's funny about saying you want to know the truth? When you really start to say the truth, you like, oh shit, I didn't want to know that though. Fuck. Damn. Ooh, I ain't want to know that. I do, but I don't. And it's like, it becomes a little different, okay? When I started really growing spiritually, and I've been on this journey for a lifetime, like this has been a whole entire journey that dates back, my earliest memory about it is 5, all right? I started learning more things. I started educating myself on things. And I started getting information. I started getting knowledge that I didn't have because I was approaching spirituality as a whole from a very close perspective of Black Baptist Christianity, which has a whole lot of holes, a whole lot of conflicts, hypocrite, like it got a lot. It's heavy. And if you know, we ain't got time to go in all of that. But if you know, okay? I came from that understanding, and so in regards to a lot of spiritual things, I was a novice, I was a student, yada, yada, yada. If I started learning and was actively, pursuing, well, it's hard to even say that because part of what led me to detach from Dion was the fact that I was growing spiritually. And he violated, and I had officially gotten to the point where I was like, all right, this is done. Because he violated. Like, point blank period. There were a lot, I'm going on record to say there were a lot of awesome things that happened. It wasn't all just, whatever. But like anything else in a bond between two people, it's complicated. Period. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. It's complicated. You know, shit happens to people. That's why one of the reasons why me, myself, and even with where I'm at right now, I'm really making a real effort to not make so many heavy-handed ass statements. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very aware, especially with a lot of the shit that I've been seeing and hearing lately. Things happen to people. Whether they want to talk to you about it or not, but I goddamn guarantee you they talking to somebody about it. All right? And the thing about therapists and people like that, they got confidentiality clauses that they got to be a vault and keep that to themselves and shit because they could get sued. And part of the reason of talking to a therapist or a person you can trust is because people have heavy shit they dealing with and they don't want it out. You understand? So this journey that I'm taking on, being a spiritual person and a health practitioner, well, I'm a pain practitioner. I'm really learning and showing people how to heal themselves, how to be a stronger version of themselves, a better version of themselves, a happier version of themselves. And that's really all I care to, you feel me, spend time and energy on. I'm not here trying to take nobody down. I'm not here trying to ruin anybody. It was never my intent to do that or be that. But we making this video today because I'm calling a spade and I'm sick of the bullshit. Because that's all I've been characterized, and I'm fucking sick of it. Especially when I want to be left the fuck alone. And there's so many ways that you can tell people, I don't fuck with you. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want this. You're trying to put this on me. You're trying to project this on me, but I don't want it. So your next step, because you know you on bullshit, and because you know you doing doofus shit and predatory shit and threatening motherfuckers, and you doing all this shit, you know that. And other people know it too. Now your goal, the mind game, is to try to make me feel fucked up that I don't want it. Something's wrong with me because I don't want it. When the real truth is something's wrong with you and you're projecting, and all abusers project their issues, their sick shit, their pain. They project that shit onto their victims. The reason why I did a podcast on molestation is because it's too prevalent. Both my parents were molested. I avoided molestation, but at a point in my adult life, I experienced rape. And the problem with people who are violated by other people, here's the issue that everybody has, and it has no race, it has no sexual orientation. The problem that people have about being violated by other people is once they get violated, and it's shameful and it hurts, if that person has a certain mentality or a certain social level or social class, they really think it's funny, or they get some type of thrill or excitement from the fact that they violated you. And it becomes more effort in hiding the violation and making the person that you fucking violated feel like they're wrong, they didn't see what they saw, they didn't feel what they feel, because you nasty. That's the problem. And here's the problem. It's been going on so long, it's so profitable. That's the sad part. That's the sick part. There's so much money to be made. It's horrible. It's deplorable. And this is coming from somebody who is a descendant of slaves. Something that was totally in fashion for 400 years and totally profitable. You like this free ass country we live in, huh? You're welcome. Allegedly free. You're welcome. We did that. And the only people that have a problem with people speaking so openly about that is people who made money on trying to make us feel and make y'all feel, no, it wasn't that bad. What do you mean? No. That's the culture we come from. Okay, now fuck slavery for a few minutes because we weren't the only people that were abused by humanity. It's not all about black people. It's not. Everybody, molestation has been going on so long and happens so often that we are like the younger generation, my generation on down, we're literally like, it's literally, the numbers that they saying is, it's way more than that. Them two fudged ass numbers.
Numbers that they saying is, it's way more than that. Them two fudged ass numbers. They saying is, it's way more than that. Them two fudged ass numbers.
Them two fudged ass numbers. Because now that I, am more aware of more things and have more interactions with more things, and there's even past incidents of things that I can recall, it's like, it's more like 1 and 2.
It's literally like a 50-50 chance that somebody violated you or they didn't. It's that prevalent. For real. And there's so many people carrying that and holding that. And the problem is, by not addressing it, not discussing it, not finding healthy ways to heal. But healing is a personal thing. It's a personal journey. We can't make everybody accountable for us being healed. You understand? Like all of us. It's a personal journey. So a person who's been violated, who has taken upon themselves not to heal it, but to blame everybody else and expect special treatment and entitlement, that's a dangerous person. There are literally people walking around talking about, fuck these kids, who are fucking and doing shit to kids who ain't did shit to them because they got fucked and did shit when they was kids. And it hurt. It hurt them. I literally dated somebody that was always having nightmares of getting fucked and like scary nightmares of being violated. Waking up in the middle of the night. I'm serious. Kiki, I'm dead serious. I'm about to cry right now. I'm dead serious. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. 50 had one of them nightmares. Waking up in my hotel room. Yeah. But there's a reason why you made somebody so mad. Let's tell the truth. There's a reason why you made somebody so mad they wanted to shoot you 9 times. Because you ain't no angel neither. The problem with you is you want to use the shit that was done to you to run and complain to people with hearts. People who give a fuck about what happened to you. And so then when they fall for your stories and your version because they care, you take advantage of their kindness and try to find some way to exploit what the fuck they own. Because that's just how the system works. Everything is about blackmail. The problem is you've done so much lying up to this point and cost so many people so much money that you're a liability more than you are an asset. You're rushing to become an asset and try to have something that you bring to the table like, no, I'm this, I got this. this, I got this. But you are more of a fucking drain and a problem to people. And now it's coming out that you've lied. Flat out. There's no other way to get around. Nigga, you lied. Flat out. And the second I was about, because of what I posted on Instagram, the second I like hit the button to go on YouTube, because my web activity and all that shit is being monitored and shit, something that was started and caused because of his bullshit. The second I was trying to go live on YouTube, my Google line, those voicemails started popping up. Let's read them. Why not? For shits and giggles. I really don't care, but you know, motherfuckers, somebody tried to make a FaceTime call, and they don't even have my number. Interesting. 516 area codes, 323, it's all LA. Like, listen to this. Really listen to this. I don't have no dogs in the fight. And I really don't give a fuck. But I'm tired of seeing things I don't want to see, that I didn't ask to see. While y'all sitting up here trying to protect this goofball who is, no. What I'm going through right now is literally on par with me watching a motherfucker stab somebody in cold blood and hide the knife behind their hand and try to talk to me and have a conversation like they normal. That's literally what this 50 situation is about. Fuck that shit. Fuck that guy. I said it and I mean it and I stand by it. Period. Go and talk to Plies if you need clarification. He said that shit last year. Nigga, we know you got bodies. We know. But you can't rap. And we not in a hurry to fuck with you. Why are you even focused on what everybody else is doing? Nigga, go open a funeral home. It'll be profitable for you. Do something else besides what you doing. Plies said it last year. Now y'all done got T.I. started. Fuck that guy. What kind of insane shit is going through a person's mind? And it's not all just him. Because it's also, you know, people who have invested in this that don't want to lose their money. They got a dog in this fight because they was in concert on some fucked up shit with other people. I'm just telling the truth. They was in concert with some fucked up shit with other people. And even though, before I even finish saying that, let me be clear. If I discovered a lot of the things that I discovered about myself spiritually while I was still with the other one, none of this shit would have happened. Absolutely none of this shit would have happened. I still would have ended up breaking away from that and being distant from that because he violated. But there's no way to undo the past. Things happen to us, for us, because it's designed for us to learn from it and become better. So as many times as I played the previous incidents of the past back, there was really no way to really avoid this. Truthfully speaking. Because what I did was not what was presented what I did. And it really shouldn't have garnered all of the things that came from it. But when you fucking with somebody and entertaining a sexual relationship with somebody and you're trying to care about them, dude, when you're doing that, but they're not right, you get this. You get drama, you get chaos, you get bullshit. And when people are okay with profiting off of people's pain, when people are okay with profiting off of, you know, trying to fuck somebody's life up, that's a this person. For real. In no way, shape, or form did I ever try to fuck this guy's life up. But he was busy doing bullshit he shouldn't have done, and that's how we got here. And I just got to a point where I was like, I don't even care no more. I ain't got no apology. I'm not even expecting one. I don't want nothing. I didn't ask for nothing. Even when I tried to be like, all right, well, y'all, shit, cash me out then. Fuck it. Oh, what happened? They sent police to my hotel room in Miami. Meaning, you've done all this shit to me. And your answer was to get rid of me. I had to digest that. I had to really sit with that and be like, okay, I'm gonna just do my own thing and mind my business then. I didn't want none of the shit and you stole my shit. While you was out here having your dick comparison, little pissing contests with other people. Trying to prove who's really the man and all that dumb shit y'all was doing. All them bets y'all took. I know about all that shit. None of that shit was for me. Even the way you tried to co-op and get in on the Me Too movement and y'all was trying to act like y'all was helping women, y'all didn't do that shit for me. Oh, I thought the Instagram video stopped. I was like, how apropos. Because every time I really get to the truth, that's what happens. You didn't do that shit for me. You did that shit for your pockets. You did that shit for yourselves. And in every way that I tried to be like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Just fuck it. Like fuck it. Like, go do you. I'm good. Nah. Then I had to witness more shit. And I was like, yo, I don't want to be involved. That's none of my business. I'm not here for none of that. God is going to do whatever God is going to do with whoever. So if you out here doing whatever you're doing, I don't even fucking care. Whatever you're doing, you know what the fuck you're doing. You're not stupid. You're not slow. You know what you're doing. And if there's consequences for it, you know you did it. That's life. We all got to deal with the shit that we do. We all gonna have to answer for it one way or another. One way or another. Whether you believe in heaven and hell or not. It's not my job to police you on morality. It's not enough time in the day. But what I do know is a lot of people are hurting. I do know that to allow that hurt to go unhealed is only creating more predators. And that's the part I care about. Because all I can think about is innocent kids that ain't do shit to nobody. And they don't deserve that. They deserve better from the adults of their society. That's the part I care about. I ain't even out here to go on campaigns pointing fingers and you know. I don't even care about none of that shit. No. But I do want to end the bullshit that's being done to me. And then motherfuckers dressing it up like it's something else. I ain't even share this with y'all. They cut the Wi-Fi in my whole building, but I'm still live though. Shit that's just happening under the table. I don't even want to say what website it was. I've been on a website because I'm designing some Black Love tarot cards, and I'm gonna design some sex tarot cards, and I wanted to try to put my services online just to make it easier for y'all to have an online space to just, okay, Rana, fine, you convinced us, we want to see your readings, fine. Where do we go? So y'all can click a link so I don't have to keep giving, hey, if you hit my Cash App, if you hit my PayPal, even though I don't mind that, it gets the job done. But I'm trying, business. But see, now the new narrative is, yeah, she didn't do that, and now she's a failed businesswoman. That's where we going with this. And it's like, come on, fam, like, just stop. Stop. Let's read these voicemails. Because somebody took time out their day to send me this as I was going on YouTube. And they gotta prove their point. They just have to let it be known. And it's just like, why? Who spends this much energy? If this motherfucker was everything that he says, if he's so awesome, why is there a need for people to do this? Nobody did this when I was dating anybody else. Anybody else. That's one of the reasons why I started putting my photos of other celebrities and things that I was doing out. Oh, and then those Instagram pages got snatched. Yeah, Dave Chappelle is doing better than you, nigga. I don't know Dave Chappelle's phone number. I don't know him like that. He was just a work colleague. But yes, just like how I met you, had to hang out with you, and told you how dope and awesome you are, I did that for Dave Chappelle twice. And it just was what it was. That was it. It didn't carry on to nothing. He's a married guy. It didn't carry on to nothing. It didn't become nothing. It damn sure didn't become this shit show and a shit storm that this became. But this became that because you're a fucking liar, dude. Damn. You're just a fucking liar. Shit escalate. You was feeling me. I was feeling you. There was an energy. There was a connection. We was on some girl. Hey, yo, shit. And we were. But you're still you. And you do what you do. And really low key, the reason why you won't let it go is because now you see who I really am. And you feel like a fucking idiot that you wasn't yourself from the get-go. When the get-go, I gave you me from the get-go. I was real from the get-go. And now, you're seeing who I am, and you know, she's much more tolerable than I thought. And you tried to put it on black women, because we all know in Hollywood, word on the street is, if you're doing something dirty and you fucking other genders and all that shit, you gotta get a white girl. Black girls talk too much. I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. That's the truth. That's the word on the street in Hollywood. Lived there 11 years. Been places, did things. I'm proud of who I am. 100%. I never participated in shit I wasn't down with. So anything that I did do, if you got a picture of it and you feel like watching it, I hope you like it. Did you touch yourself to it? I don't do shit I don't want to do. So I have an issue when people don't respect my boundaries when it comes to shit I don't want to do. But I don't ever hate on nobody else. There's things that I knew that I ain't been knew about my ex that stays in the vault. Why? Because I'm a person of integrity. Because I'm a person of integrity.
Because I'm a person of integrity.
And when I tell people that I love them, and when I tell people that they mean something to me, it really fucking matters. It can't be bought. Unlike the rest of you motherfuckers. And I'm not saying that to put a judgment on them like I'm better than them in some way. No, not at all. I'm just saying people are so used to doing that and being that way that that's just what goes on. It's just the real shit. Nigga, everything is for sale. Especially when you live in LA. Everything is for sale. Nothing is fucking sacred. And that's why you gotta kind of know who the fuck you are. You have to. Otherwise, you're gonna get lost in all that shit. You ain't got Drake rapping about all the shit he rapping about for no reason. Man, this industry is cutthroat. I'm not the same, man. What the fuck? Where do you think that's coming from? Let's be real. What? It's because it's real. Watch the Justin Bieber Yummy video, dude. And ask yourself how you really feel about that shit. Here's the deal. I ain't even judging. I wish everybody much success. Because you know what? I got into whoever I got into because I liked what they was doing. Artistically, I was like, that motherfucker got it. This motherfucker a genius. This, that. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of them things. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, yo, hey, just pass it along. That's who I really am. So as a person of integrity and as just a real bitch from the south side of Chicago, I just cannot let this shit keep getting thrown at me while I'm trying to do everything that I know how to do in the moment to be like, okay, be the bigger person around it. Like, look past that. No, fuck that. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep looking forward and focusing on what you're doing, baby girl. Just mad. And you still, like, what the fuck, yo? And the list goes on. Like, of just, like, real moment. Nigga, Martin Lawrence. Not only was Martin Lawrence's First Amendment, that was my first official, like, real TV credit. Because I used to do a lot of background work with shit. So I had, like, some things that qualified me for SAG-AFTRA. Oh, that's the other part. I'm actually in SAG-AFTRA. I'm not a hobbyist. I'm really in this shit. I really work. Yeah, that part. So that refuted a whole bunch of the lies told about me in the first place. Because I was, like, this struggling, you know, this, I ain't never really did shit. And I'm just doing whatever I can to make it. And it's like, no, but she invented shit. And had a whole income stream outside of all of this shit that actually made her more money up until the point that she decided to leave that shit behind because the money she was making from her art was finally catching up. And there's a paper trail for that shit. I file taxes every year, bitch. Yeah, fuck you. You know when that stops? All that shit stops. It's when you got involved. And you created this bullshit you created and you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And people who actually think, people who actually decided to use their brains are seeing the truth for what it is, finally. What they choose to do about the truth is none of my business. I wasn't even around for the shit that I didn't do it. I didn't. So I refuse to continue to, number one, get blamed for it. Number two, be disrespected constantly when I don't tolerate that level of disrespect from nobody. I'm just being 1,000. The reason why people in my family felt the way and got a battery in their back to do the things they did and did it because they thought they was going to get protected by y'all. Them motherfuckers are scared of me. Because in real life, I'm a real person. And you can't disrespect me, mistreat me, and not expect to see me. And face me. Real shit. I don't attack or to nobody. But what you not gonna do is sneak jab me and think you ain't gonna get choked the fuck out or something. That's just the law of physics. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Like, it's just, I don't make the rules. I didn't, yo, I didn't claim this thug life. I ain't chose this thug life chose me. That's just life. It's no different from you doing something that you know you ain't got no business doing and there being a consequence from it. That's just life. And like I said, I really be trying to just make sure I really take myself out of situations. And I step back and go, am I being fair? Because I'm a person too. I got, fears and shit like that. I be stepping back like, is that my ego for real? Am I really tripping? Or is this shit real? And I step back and I look and I'm like, no, but fuck that. No. Because I didn't start that.
And I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass bray.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.